As you can see, the dash is out. All the wiring labelled. It's in pretty good nick actually. Might just do a bit tidy up, but it's all tagged to where it's got to go back. The heater core was disconnected, so I gather it's knackered. So that'll be fun to try and get out of there. But we'll tackle that in a moment. Okay, welcome back everybody who's still interested in watching. Okay, this is going to be a little bit different in that I'm going to go over some of the trials and tribulations of doing up a car. Okay, we got the dash all pulled apart, light spray, all the bezels off the gauges to clean the glass. But on tightening this one up here, tightening up these screws, they're obviously a little bit too tight, and I got this little snap. So yes, broke the glass. So one of those old crap moments. So we end up putting some little grommets in here to take the pressure off it, and grab another glass from somewhere. 65mm gauges aren't that common. And also sometimes your hand gets in the way of a block that's supposed to rock instead of roll. Yeah, so you get to hurt yourself. Now this trim piece was another little crap moment. These little pins here, there's a couple of them missing, so I don't know whether you can see that, but I had to make one out of a 3mm screw, separate it, and try and wiggle it around this little bent section here. So you end up having to make tools like this, which can clamp down into the actual recess to hold it in position, and wiggle it around and straighten the bent bits. But yeah, it'll get there. This has all been stripped and polished. It'll look nice when it's back on again. And also the dash pad. Well, after a few days of sitting, looks like the glue has decided it doesn't want to play ball, and it started to pull. Obviously the surface is too porous or something like that, so pull it all off, start again. Anyway, that's what happens when you do up a car. All right, catch you on the next one. Okay, just in addition to the last video I did, this tacho is a mechanical one, and the motor that I have in this now doesn't have a mechanical speedo drive. So I pulled it all apart and retrofitted an electronic tacho to it and tested it out, and it works. So solution done. Okay, we're back and it's body time. Took this panel off, no rust. Everything looking good. Scraped it around, poked it, but there was some rust in this channel under the battery started, so chewed that bit out. And there's also another section under here that I've got to address, so start chopping that out and weld another plate in so I can get to the corners up in here and here to get some nice solid steel to weld to, and the flange is good. So yeah, did an inspection hole in here to see if it had gone into this section, but it's all good, hasn't got over the riser. So yeah, just weld that one up. Apart from that, we'll take the other panel off in a minute and see if there's anything hiding behind there. If the other side's good, I don't see any reason why that shouldn't be. All the holes in the floor, made a patch panel here. That's done. There was another little one on the other side, but that was the only spot. one little spot down in there, one little spot down in there, and this bigger one. There was a few little ones, so I just took the whole panel out and I made up a new one, welded that back in. The rest of the floor is good. That's pretty typical for a roadster. All the back's looking good. Just wire wheeled that, getting it prepped. But no, I think should be all good. I thought there was going to be some rust down in here, but it's just a little bit of surface rust in there, so wire wheeled that out. Looks like I'm going to utilize this hole here and make up a brake cooling duct. So don't know what I'm going to do about this one yet, but I'm not putting the front bumper bar back on. So yeah, that's that. Stay tuned for the next one.